Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Poor Jimmy Kimmel. The full power and weight of the federal government coming down on him, much like the full power and weight of the federal government came down on people on social media who dared to step out of line on COVID policy. Oh, what do you mean? Well, yes. Brandon Carr, an FCC commissioner, went on a podcast the other day and said, look, they better clean up this Jimmy Kimmel stuff or maybe we're going to have to. ABC News responding to that and Nexstar, one of the major affiliates of their programs, saying, I'm not going to run this, and kicked him off the air. And we're hearing how this is free speech and we're whining about it. Again, I'll remind you, the Biden administration went after regular Americans telling them they could not speak their minds. They used Facebook to silence them. That's an actual violation of free speech. So all these people whining about this, yeah, you know what? It rings rather hollow to me.
Number 6.
Do you want to know how bad it is to fight crime in Birmingham? They had to push back a decision to expand the spot shotter program, which tells law enforcement where guns are being fired inside the city of Birmingham. They had to push a decision back to extend that past the election, because if they did it before the election, there are actually activists in the city of Birmingham being like, why do you need to know where the guns are being fired? Why do you want to know that? It's politically fraught. Are you kidding me? Places like Chicago have ended this system. There's a lead I would follow. I mean, yeah, it makes perfect sense. So Birmingham city leaders said, yeah, we like this technology, actually. So after the elections passed, they decided to extend the contract with the provider of the shot spotter technology. So brave. So brave.
Number 5.
Let's talk about interest rates, because the Fed comes in and says we're going to cut them. And I doubt that is the last time that happens. But they have approved a 1/4 point interest rate cut. And they see 2 more of these coming down the line. This is 11-1. That was the vote on the Federal Reserve. Far less dissent than the quote-unquote experts have told you they expected. These are the same experts who tell you stuff like, I don't know why they killed Charlie Kirk. I mean, we just have no idea. So, yeah, the experts get it wrong yet again. It is a 25-point cut. And everyone says, that's good. It's good. Hopefully we'll see this stimulate the economy without causing a bunch of inflation. That would be nice. The politics around this are obviously there. But, yeah, okay. Decision's been made. This has been talked about for a while.
Number 4.
Our friends in the media getting another one wrong. Remember Mahmoud Khalil? The guy from Columbia University who we were told was an outside agitator who was doing all he could to stir up anti-Semitism and chaos inside the country. Well, it turns out he can, in fact, be deported after we were told that he couldn't be deported. Oh, it's a violation of his free speech. Anyway, Mahmoud Khalil will be either deported to Algeria or Syria because he omitted information from his green card application. He lied. Isn't that exactly what was said? Isn't that exactly what they said about it? We were told that the Trump administration was lying about this? Interesting. Well, turns out he did lie on his application, and he will be removed. What an absolute shocking turn of events that we all saw coming a long time ago.
Number 3.
Donald Trump has declared Antifa to be a major terrorist organization. Now, he hasn't officially designated it, but he said he will designate Antifa a major terrorist organization, pointing out to its involvement in riots and attacks across the country. And let's be real here. We've all known this. Remember when the media was like, Antifa's an idea? It's not anything. It's an idea. Well, then what are you worried about? What are you worried about? Okay, just checking. All right. Okay, I'm just wondering. This would allow the federal Department of Justice, to go after this organization. And I guarantee you there will be cries about the free speech of these Antifa terrorists. What about their free speech, guys?
Number 2.
Opelika city officials know Alika Miss America Mallory Hagan. They have made the decision that she's just not that hot anymore, and it's time to take the signs down. I didn't read the story. I'm assuming that's what this is about. I've seen a lot of photos of her lately. Most of them are of a phone going right up her nose, and just not got a little Mallory. You got a little green thing in there. Anyway, the real story here is that Mallory Hagan, the disgusting monster that she is, had the signs removed by Opelika city officials after she said that Charlie Kirk, are you ready for this? Not only was a bigot, but was selfish for daring to voice his unpopular opinions, knowing something might happen to him. See, he should have let people decide who gets to speak based on whether or not they're willing to kill you over it or not. That's her argument.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
And if the Opelika city officials were not enough, we also have other things happening in the state about Charlie Kirk. Guys, have you thought about shutting up about Charlie Kirk? This is probably not something you should be hammering home on over and over and over again. Doesn't really seem to be working out too well for you or in your favor. So you might want to take a knee on this, because several Auburn officials have been fired for violating their social media policy, all of which is rightly deserved. And they are pretending that, again, they are having the free speech of the government come down on them. I should be able to talk about murdering people, and I should be able to say these things on the government dole. Now, there have been a couple of these that have been removed from campus. One is a drag queen known as Cordon Bleu. No, that's not right. Colana Blue. They had worked at a middle school and was fired for saying he used his platform as a teacher to coach children on gender and sexual topics. That's right. He was fired from a K-12 school for doing that. So Auburn hired him. Oh, you're a creepy freak who talks about sex with kids? Get on over here. You got to work with us. And little did you know, that individual decided to continue doing terrible things. And off they go. Here's what they said. His children will hopefully be better people now that their dad isn't around to spew his hateful nonsense. So he's the hateful one, right? Okay, just so you know. Just so you know, okay? There have been others who have been pushed out as well, and they deserve it. And here's another sweet story for you. This story out of Marshall County, we're learning more about the teacher there. Actually, it's a guy, because some of the reporting put a picture of the superintendent of the school on the reporting. So everyone thought the superintendent was the person who was the one doing terrible things. Not the case. A Marshall County teacher told parents when they complained about his comments about Charlie Kirk, quote, "They can't fire me." It sounds like a challenge, you stupid bitch. It sounds like a challenge. And now look at what's going to happen to you. This guy stood up in front of his class and argued with the students. The students pushed back. Kudos to them. Pushed back against this guy in the horrible comments. And when he was confronted by parents, he said, "You can't fire me." And guess what? They're going to fire his ass. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Cry more about the First Amendment you don't understand. I will love it. And your tears feed me. We'll be right back.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.